Will editing your videos less allow you to grow your community faster and generate more money? Well, I believe it will, but as an added bonus on top, I also believe that you're going to have so much more fun creating your videos on YouTube. So you're going to enjoy the process of creating content that actually grows your community as well. So inside this video, I'm going to talk you through the main key points as to why I believe that you should switch to editing less, but also then the three main formats that I currently use to allow me to produce quick content. So these formats are going to let you smash out content really, really quickly. That's still going to resonate and connect with your audience, but it's going to make it easier for you to generate ideas and basically produce videos, even just over a coffee in the morning. So the first main reason is that you're going to be able to produce more content. So you're going to be able to make more videos when you're doing these sort of low edit types of content, these conversational types of videos. So vlogging is on the rise, it's back in fashion again, and sort of hybrid channels are popping up where people are starting to let go of perfectionism and just record videos as and when they can. And they've realized that it's more about what you're saying in the video, how you're presenting, how you're formatting those videos versus the quality of the edit overall. So we've seen this entire movement shifting towards lower editing videos anyways. Now, don't get me wrong, high quality videos will probably always win out overall if you can combine the two. But the question is, how much benefit do we get as a beginner in the short term? And if you can create much more content, you're going to be able to move faster. So if you can produce more content, you're also going to be less invested in each video that you create. And being able to smash out a video in, say, 20 minutes, you're not going to be so worried about that video flopping. So if that video does badly, you're not going to be upset or disappointed or lose your momentum because you just can't bring yourself to create more videos. So if I was doing one video per week and I invested all my time and energy into creating that video, and then it was really bad, it didn't really get any views, didn't succeed, then I'm going to lose momentum. So especially in the beginning, you're better off taking more shots on goal, taking a machine gun approach to things, and just smashing out more content. And it's going to make it more fun for you because you could just record on your phone on the go. Whenever you've got time, you're going to be able to record. So it's just going to make things much easier. And the next reason is that money loves speed. So money loves speed. So if you can really produce more videos, get in front of people more, then you are naturally going to grow your channel faster. Even if overall you're getting fewer views on each video, you're going to be taking, as I said, more shots on goal, which is more opportunities for a video to potentially go a little bit viral, to get some views, to get in front of more people. But as long as the messaging is aligning with your key avatar, your target audience, the person that you want to speak to, then the chances are they're going to binge watch more of your videos if you're producing more. So overall, money loves speed. But the added benefit is that perfectionism hates speed. So by moving quickly, you're forced to be more imperfect and to let go of things being perfect. You're going to become a one-take wonder and just record a video, do very minimal editing to record maybe the really bad mistakes, or maybe you want to add the odd little bit of B-roll to it. But the editing is super simple. So you're just almost having these conversational types of videos which are back in fashion again. And everybody is very now forgiving of mistakes because it feels more real. So money loves speed, and letting go of perfectionism is going to allow you to move forward. So I really believe perfectionism is the killer of creating videos. So if you can produce more videos more quickly, have fun doing it, because you're going to be able to record anywhere. You can go outside, walking, make it work for you and your particular life. So as I said, the easiest thing is just to record a video with your morning coffee, and then it's done for the day. So then you can just move forward and be done with it. So those are the main things: speed, money. The more you can move forward, especially the more content that you're going to be able to produce, you're going to be seen as a niche authority even quicker. Because we're not always going to feel like we want to record videos. I really feel quite tired today, and I don't want to record a video. But I'm doing our 30-day challenge, which is inside our community. I will link to it in the video description. If you would like full training on growing your school community and YouTube channel and growth sprinting your way forward, then you can join for free. I will put a link in the video description or a QR code in the top corner. But it means that I have to produce a video today. I have to do it. So therefore, being able to get on camera and just remove perfectionism and just record following a very simple format, which I'm about to talk to you about, then recording videos is pretty easy. So it's a bit like going to the gym. Even if I don't really want to do any exercise, if I say to myself, Well, I'll just do 10 minutes of exercise in the front living room. And then before you know it, you've done 20 minutes or 30 minutes and it's done and you feel good about yourself. Recording content is exactly the same. Done is better than not done. So something is better than nothing. So that's the main reasons why I'm really a massive fan of low edit videos. Now, the first format that I recommend that you follow is one that I like to call the toss method, or it's don't give a toss. So it's the sort of not too worried. It's kind of the grandpa method that we've spoken to in the past. And this is following the TOSS formula, which is the theme of your channel. The O is the outcome or goal that people want from watching your video. And then we've got simplification and using story. So we simplify with story. So these videos are normally a bit more personal, but you speak to one point. And the benefit of these types of videos, this TOSS formula, is that you can create videos on the go very easily with this, because you'll have to think about your intro because you still want to hook people in. But otherwise, and obviously we want to stick to the theme of our channel, so the main T is always very important. All of our videos need to connect to each other so people binge watch. But the outcome is one thing. You focus on one thing inside the video. So maybe you then have that one thing that you're going to talk to. So your channel could be about mental health, and maybe you're going to use a story about something to do with a work-related issue or something to do with depression. And then you're going to use a story to simplify the things, because as educators, we really want to be trying to simplify things down. And the best way to do that is to simplify something complicated, and then to use either a real story example from you or your clients, or just one that you create that just simplifies the message that you're trying to share. Then simple stories, even mundane stories of day-to-day stuff, because we can relate more to that. You then use that to simplify it. So it's just really your intro, then you're speaking on something, then you're sharing a story to drive it home, and then you finish the video. So it's just almost the sort of granddad style where you're sitting and chatting, but you actually have one story in between. So 1 point, 1 story. That's it. The next one is listicle types of videos. So listicle videos, as an educator, these are a great, easy go-to one. Now, we don't want to fill our entire channel up with these, otherwise it becomes a little bit impersonal, and you almost start to feel like a top 10 channel, which we don't want to do. But people love, especially with educational channels, they love these listicle videos where you go, the top 5 of these, or the 3 best ways of doing that, or 3 things experts do that you're probably not, or 5 reasons that this worked and this didn't, or 10 reasons businesses fail. So these types of ones in your niche are going to be the real go-to, easy done ones. And you always want to go point example. So don't just go point. We want a point example. So it doesn't need to be a full story like the listicle style ones, but you do want a little example so people can go, I get it. I understand what you're saying. And then format number 3 is you'll have a strategy videos. Now, strategy videos are where we're sharing a bit more. They can be a little bit more geeky than the other two, so we're going a bit deeper. So you never want to just do strategy all the time. Otherwise, you can lose a bit of connection in the channel. So the benefit of doing these sort of winging it types of videos where they're just one take is that you have an opportunity to connect more with people, to speak to people like they're your friend, to go deeper and bring a little bit of personality into it, even a little bit of your personal life if you're using that in the stories. But if you're just doing nothing but strategy, it can get a little bit clinical. But the benefit of strategy is that they can be the ones that can convert people more into your community or your offers. So we want some strategies, and they're normally going to be something that's a bit more step by step. So you're maybe going to share a process or something with people. Maybe if you're a gardening channel, you're going to show them how to do something. If I was doing it for my YouTube channel, for this YouTube growth, maybe I would show you how to do keyword research, or I would show you how to do something within the school platform. So I would show you a bit more technical things. So obviously some of the technical stuff is very useful for bringing certain people in. It's a good way to go deeper and show your knowledge more, but then to also help the more geeky people, the people that really want a bit more of the process side. So the strategy ones can be very good for engagement. So they're a bit more step by step. So those are the 3 main formats that I would use with these types of conversational videos. You want to keep them as simple as possible, because obviously having some notes makes your life really, really easy, but just keep them simple. Don't waffle on too much. Respect the time of your audience. And obviously if you are doing the story ones, make sure the story is short. You've thought about it to begin with before you just start meandering on it and talking about it. We don't want to be like Grandpa Simpson, where we meander on too long and the story goes nowhere. So you still have to think about the format in advance. As I said before, if you would like more free training on this, you can join our community, which I will link to in the video description. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.